Family, friends, and guests, welcome to the 310th commencement exercises of Bowling Green State University. Let the ceremony begin. Our commencement tradition is to begin and end each ceremony with Sounds of the Centennial, an original musical composition written by BGSU alumnus Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Nolan, director of the President's own United States Marine Band. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the centennial of Bowling Green State University. Please rise and join us in honoring our summer graduates, led by the deans of the academic colleges in order of their founding at the university. In keeping with the significance of this momentous occasion, we ask today's attendees to observe several courtesies. To our audience and guests, please do not enter the commencement area or obstruct the movement of today's participants. A professional photographer will be taking pictures of our graduates. In honor of our graduates, please silence your cell phones. In addition, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated at the end of the ceremony for the recessional, while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and our newest alumni recess. Once the graduates leave the seating area at the conclusion of our commencement exercise, you may join them at a reception tent near the northeast corner of the Bowen-Thompson Quadrangle by Mosley Hall. Upon leaving, you are invited to explore campus with your graduate. To our graduates, please follow the directions of the commencement marshals, ushers, and staff. Following the ceremony, you are invited to visit bgsu.edu/commencement for a website that highlights today's commencement and your time at BGSU. Please join us in welcoming representatives of the faculty of Bowling Green State University. Please welcome the President's Platform Party, Board of Trustees member Paul J. Hooker, academic deans, and our Faculty Senate representative, Provost and Senior Vice President, Dr. Joe Whitehead, and the 12th President of Bowling Green State University and alumnus, Dr. Rodney Rogers. Please remain standing for the national anthem under the leadership of vocalist Emma Clark, an alumna from the College of Musical Arts. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. I am Andrew Kurtz, Professor of Humanities at BGSU Firelands, and I have the honor of serving as University Marshal for today's ceremony. I want to thank Ms. Clark for her performance of our national anthem. Please be seated. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty, to officially welcome you to the 310th Commencement exercise at Bowling Green State University. This occasion offers an opportunity to come together as a community of learners to both celebrate and reflect upon our graduates' many accomplishments. For each graduate, and for all of us, this is a significant day. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 12th president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
Dr. Kurtz, thank you very much. So good morning, summer 2024 graduates and their parents and families and spouses and partners and friends and special guests. Welcome to Bowling Green State University. You know, today we are here to celebrate a very momentous occasion in the lives of 901 graduates. And it's my privilege to begin today's address by recognizing those who provide the leadership of Bowling Green. So first, let me introduce the platform party. And as I announce their names, I would ask them to stand and remain standing, and I would ask you to hold your applause until all the introductions are completed. Board of Trustee member and alumnus Paul J. Hooker. Joe Whitehead, Provost and Senior Vice President. Alan Regel, Faculty Senate Chair. I would also like to introduce the deans of our various academic colleges, some of whom have led their participating colleges into the ceremony. Ali Eskandarian, Interim Dean of the Graduate College. Dawn Chanu, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Ellen Schendel, Dean of the College of Arts and Science. Jennifer Percival, Dean of the Alan W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business. Jim Ciesla, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Bill Mathis, Dean of the College of Musical Arts. Wael Mokhtar, Dean of the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering. Aaliyah Carter, Dean of the Firelands College. Simon Morgan Russell, Dean of the Honors College. and Sarah Bushong, Dean of University Libraries and our Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Please join me in a round of applause for these individuals. So great universities are comprised of great faculty. They are absolutely at the heart of any university, and certainly at the heart of our academic mission. Their teaching skills, their research, creative activities, academic expertise, their engagement and involvement in our students' education are the hallmark of a Bowling Green experience. And so I would ask our faculty and staff that are here today representing all of our faculty and staff, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you for your work? Thank you. So as we begin our ceremony, I certainly want to recognize our graduates of the class of 2024. We have both graduate and undergraduate students here today, of course. And I know for our undergraduate students, many of you were once also members of the class of 2020. So spring of your senior year of high school wasn't maybe what you thought it was in terms of celebrations and traditions. You perhaps simply missed. And so I have heard from many of our undergraduate students especially that this is actually your first official in-person graduation ceremony. So if today is actually your first in-person graduation ceremony, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you? So thank you. So, we don't talk much about COVID anymore, and I'm certainly not going to dwell on it. But I want to acknowledge you, our graduates, and their families and friends and supporters. In 2020, we all faced difficult choices to go to college or maybe wait and see what would happen. And Bowling Green was one of the first universities in Ohio to return to in-person classes and return to having students living in our res halls. And there were a lot of questions. I want to acknowledge that. Could we do it? Could we find a way? How confident were we? But we all took a chance on each other, and we found that way forward. We learned a lot along the way, and we did it. You did it. So I like that video because it certainly shows and demonstrated, certainly global pandemic, but throughout your collegiate experience, all of your actions, the boldness, your willingness to take action, your willingness to find a way. And these attributes will absolutely help you into the future. And so, you are a special class. And I'd like to share, though, a few statistics and facts about our Summer 24 graduates. So I am pleased to report that our graduates and their classmates spent a great deal of time studying. And we know that studying takes fuel. And Bowling Green Dining tells me our graduates ate a lot. The Starship robots have had 511,470 deliveries. And I understand one member of this class actually had 896 deliveries while they were at Bowling Green. So no wonder who that was. Any ideas, any suggestions? And Starbucks. BGSU Dining tells me they served 640,171 drinks over the last 4 years. That's a lot of time in the Starbucks line. So you might have seen me there a few times too, of course, but I hope you spent your time in that line productively. Now you endured the Bowling Green wind as well, and maybe we wish we had a little bit of wind today, but the Bowling Green wind at Bowling Green, let's hear about that. So our faculty in our School of Earth, Environment, and Science have told me that these last 4 years, our highest wind gust recorded was 64 miles per hour. And in the last 2 years, the highest winds recorded came in January and February, tying at 56 miles per hour. So thank you for going to class during those days. You did, right? You did go to class? Okay, good. Now, our Chief Information Officer, who's sitting right down here, tells me that you consumed 987 thousands of terabytes of data on our Wi-Fi. And that was before the release of EA Sports College Football 25. So, now I'm sure you spent most of that time on Canvas, right? Wasn't Netflix? Okay, good. So in fact, we are celebrating the accomplishments of a great group of graduates this weekend. And as a public university for the public good, you have already created public good by recognizing the importance of paying it forward. Those involved in student life and in our signature co-curricular activities averaged 94,701 community service hours each year. And in this past year alone, our students here at this institution raised more than $500,000 to support a variety of nonprofit organizations. That is pretty impressive in terms of paying it forward. I thank you for that. The value of a Bowling Green degree that you are about to receive, though, has never been higher. We continue to be ranked a Tier 1 university by U.S. News and World Report. And according to the Wall Street Journal, for the 4th year in a row, our students overwhelmingly said that they would choose their university, our university. They would choose this university again, ranking us as the #1 public university in the Midwest and tied for the #1 university in the United States. I thank you for that vote of confidence. And more importantly, in my mind, in those rankings, last year, for the first time, the Wall Street Journal recognized something that, quite honestly, we already know. The experience, the student experience, the academic and student life experience at this university is unparalleled. They ranked us as the #1 university in Ohio, public or private, big or small, for the student experience. #1 in the state, tied for one of the best in the entire country among all public universities. So our experiences here are meaningful and bold, both inside and outside the classroom. We strive to make sure our students have world-class opportunities and know that they are empowered to do good. And that is simply more than just words or a tagline. It is our mantra, and it is absolutely our promise. And this graduating class embodies that promise. As I mentioned, in total, there are 901 graduates. 17.8% of our graduates are students of color. 62.2% are women. There are 70 international students representing 23 different countries throughout the world. Of those students receiving associate's degree, the youngest is 18, the oldest is 39. Of those receiving a bachelor's degree, the youngest is 18, the oldest is 60, and the youngest graduate degree recipient is 20, and the oldest is 82. Wow. So, as you can see, our graduates include both the young and the young at heart. You are diverse. You come from small towns, suburbs, big cities. You are from different parts of Ohio, all over the United States and all over the world. Some of you may have completed your degree completely online. And I know that this may be the first time you are physically here on this campus, and you're meeting your colleagues and classmates in person for the first time. However, each of you have one thing in common. You have found a university where you can belong. You found your place at Bowling Green, in the classroom or in the laboratories, in the res halls, in your clubs and student organizations, in Greek life, or on the athletic fields. You made Bowling Green your community and your home. And graduate students, you have found your place in this community as well. You've worked with faculty and mentors. You've conducted original research. You created and taught and guided our undergraduate students. You have contributed greatly to our learning community. Thank you. So in recognition, though, of these many accomplishments, I would now like to ask a number of students to stand and be recognized. So, many of you have grown through experiential learning and co-curricular involvement. And so I would ask that if you have studied abroad during your 4 years or any time here at the institution, participated in a learning community, completed an internship or co-op, got involved in maybe service learning, conducted original or any type of research or creative activities, you've taken part in an opportunity perhaps that provided you leadership experience such as student organizations, honoraries, advisory boards, if you've been involved in athletics or club sports, residence education, student government, or a teaching or research assistantship, any of those experiences, if you've had those, would you please stand and let us recognize that engagement? That's the power of a Bowling Green education. Thank you for your active involvement and engagement. You can please have a seat. It's why we're number one in the state and one of the best in the country, because of your active engagement in this community. And so finally, I would also like to recognize the heroic service of our United States veterans, active and ROTC members of the armed forces who are graduating today. Would you please stand and allow us to recognize your service? Thank you. So earning your degree today places you in a very select group of people. Less than 7% of the entire world's population has a bachelor's degree or higher, less than 7%. So you have clearly earned it. But with your degree, in our opinion, comes immense responsibility. You see, not only have you invested in your education, not only has your family invested in your education, but by attending a public university, the citizens, residents, and taxpayers of the state of Ohio and the nation have invested in you. And you know, investing in education has been built into the foundation of this nation from the very beginning. I'm reminded of a text from the Northwest Ordinance of 1787, which was written, for any of those history buffs out there, was written as the framework for admitting new states into the Union, Ohio being one of those states that were admitted. And that text says, knowledge being necessary to good government and the happiness of humankind, schools and the means of education shall be forever encouraged. And you know, I read that quote nearly every day because it is inscribed in one of the buildings that sits behind you at McFall Center, in the heart of our campus. And just outside of my office as I walk in, I read that every day. Knowledge being necessary to good government and the happiness of humankind, schools and the means of education shall be forever encouraged. And that same sentiment is in the Ohio Constitution, the importance of education to our state and to our nation. And why? Why is that true? Well, certainly we know on average college graduates, they earn more money. You will earn more money over your lifetime. There's all sorts of studies to show that college graduates are happier and more satisfied with their life. They tend to be more adaptable in the workplace and in life. Even college graduates, on average, live longer. And those are great personal benefits that you're going to have. But with this degree, with this Bowling Green degree, comes a responsibility to contribute, in our opinion, to the greater good. Not only in being successful in your career and life, but in contributing intentionally to your community. You know, we share this world with one another, and you have the power to make it even better. And you know, it starts with in voting, so engage with democracy. Be active in your communities. Get involved, volunteer. You know, and if you're able, give, maybe even to Bowling Green. Okay, maybe too soon. Okay, never mind. I'll pull that back. But you have the opportunity to make a real difference. So engage with your time and your talents. Be generous. You're going to create a lot of great good. It's an immense responsibility, and we are counting on you. Now, we also know that none of us have gotten to any place in our life, any kind of success we've had. It is because of the support of others. Certainly hard work, yes, but the support of others as well. And for our graduates, I'm sure a lot of people have helped you during your time here at Bowling Green. And it is now our pleasure to be able to honor them. And so I would ask the parents, spouses, partners, children, grandparents, family members, friends, or anyone else who has helped these graduates be successful and be here today, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you? Thank you. And after the ceremony, give them a hug as well. Would you do that? So to thank them. Gratefulness is so important. And so, you will soon be graduates of Bowling Green, and we absolutely want you to go out and create public good, be successful in your careers, go out and make a real difference. And you know, it starts with each one of us, the attributes that each one of us makes sure that we continue to do. And so if you will allow me, I'm going to ask three things. I'm going to ask you three things. First, I hope you will always remain curious, right? Education is about curiosity. And while you've received a great education, don't assume you know all the answers or assume the learning ends today. Continue to ask questions and be curious, especially ask questions before you judge others or a certain situation. Put yourself in a position to understanding maybe opposing views. Nelson Mandela was quoted as saying, "I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make me see problems from all angles." So have some independent minds in your community. Curiosity. In short, never ever stop learning. Be curious, all right? Be curious. Second, I ask you to remain bold and take action. Don't be afraid to tackle messy challenges. The world needs more problem solvers and doers. Curiosity, you can understand some issues, but we need doers, problem solvers and doers. So be bold, take action. Remember, it's not the sound of the flock, but the movement that causes the flock to take flight. So talk is cheap. Be bold, take action. So be curious, be bold. And finally, I hope this is something you have found at this university and that you will carry this on through the rest of your life because you allowed this to be created here. I ask you to always be kind. The world needs more kindness. Curious, bold, kind. If you do these things, you will absolutely do well, but you will also do good. Congratulations, graduates of Bowling Green State University. In closing, and before I invite our Provost and our Senior Vice President, Dr. Joe Whitehead, to the podium to recommend our candidates for their degrees, I'd like to share a few words. You're graduating from Bowling Green at a time of amazing momentum at this university. Our enrollment is growing year over year, defying national trends. We are seeing historic record levels of student success rates. We are introducing new academic programs, growing portfolio of our research and creative activities, launching new partnerships, creating public good. This is a vibrant, thriving, growing public university, and it takes all of us working together to create that kind of momentum. Today, though, I want to acknowledge a member of our learning community whose work you may not be aware of on a day-to-day basis. And that work is that of our Provost, Dr. Joe Whitehead. Dr. Whitehead arrived at Bowling Green in January of 2019. He has been instrumental in shifting our academic portfolio to meet the evolving needs of our region and state, elevating our academic offerings in STEM fields and healthcare. He led the creation and restructuring across our campus with our deans, of course, and our faculty, of course, including the development of our School of Engineering, our School of Nursing, our School of Physical Therapy, and our School of Aviation. He's led national searches for key leadership positions, welcoming new deans and academic leaders, and was deeply involved in the launch of Life Design, our effort to continue to redefine student success. This morning's commencement will be Dr. Whitehead's final official duty as provost. Dr. Whitehead has an extensive background in applied sciences and research. He's a physicist specializing in liquid crystals and polymer materials. And after today, he will be leading our efforts, our regional strategy in the sciences, which is a critical component of our impact and relevancy here to the public, and will continue to serve, of course, as a professor of physics. And on a personal note, I am certainly most grateful to Dr. Whitehead for his counsel over the last 5+ years. These are some of the more challenging years in higher ed. It is true, none of us get to where we are without the support of others. And while you may not have met Dr. Whitehead, every one of you, I know many of you have, but you may not have met him as a student, I can assure you he has absolutely played a role in the success at Bowling Green and your success at Bowling Green. And I am certain his impact will be felt long after his time as provost. I am deeply appreciative of his unwavering commitment to our students, faculty, and staff. So would you please join me in recognizing our Provost, Senior Vice President, Dr. Joe Whitehead. And now, I would like to invite to the stage for the conferring of the degrees, Dr. Joe Whitehead. Provost Whitehead.
Thank you, President Rogers. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Bowling Green State University, I have the honor to recommend our graduates for their degrees. Yesterday, our doctoral candidates were escorted by our faculty mentors and advisors and were hooded at a special ceremony to personally celebrate their accomplishments. Some of them are also here this morning. I now call upon Interim Dean of the Graduate College, Dr. Ali Eskandarian, to present our doctoral master's degree candidates.
Good morning. I'm Ali Eskandarian, Interim Dean of the Graduate College. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate College, I'm pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Sylvia Irene Sharna. Pablo Ignacio Gomez Estevez. Claudia Daniela Izaga Chavez. Xiaobin Dai. Eric Matthew Hibbets. Brian Charles Cron. Alexis Nicole Hervo. Siddhartha Thenakun. Udari Deshapriya. Desmond O'Fay. Emily F. Nitzwicki. Spencer Philip Myers. Jared Michael Mariani. Edward Chavez Jr. Grayson Delmar Sturgis. Taisha Cynthia Valenzuela. Savannah Jade Spitnail. Zachary Stephen Schmidt. Eva Malor. Sakshi Gupta. Andrew Victor Proster. Lauren Marie Hune. Katerina Elizabeth Kiefer. Brianna Lee Ellis. Madison Hope Nadi. Chanel Malin Lyons. Brandy Miller. Anna Marie Nold. Emily Nicole Shaver Kay. Peter Christopher Strokempa. Joseph Charles Griffith. Lee Alexander Brady. Elizabeth A. Zieber. Anastasia Evelyn DeRobotis Thigh. Riley Elizabeth Post. Joshua Wanagawa Muwuwu. Sylvia Ijoma Obidima. Kayla Lippert Minier. Adam Ross Comet. Laura Ann Figursky. Kyle Bradley Watson. Mitchell Lewis McDaniel. Ibrahim Mohammed. Alice Wange Washia. Hyamba Simonu. Atundi Abadio Aforlabi. David Ikambuku Orlatendu. Ifolashidu Ola. Alex Marangi. Mir MD Tasn Alam. Ashia Babatundi. Iswat Janab. Dixon Obeng. Rachel Lynn Anderson. Dawn Marie Bierce. James Levi Doss. Hakeem Alawardudi Ibiyad. Abadumni Achikuwu Adewusi. Devin Michael Caldwell. Francis Vasquez Shashit. Zachary Francis Nieport. Jacob Leonard Bargy. Victoria Nicole Nurkowski. Lindsay Ray Darby. Malia Ray Workender. Sylvia Ijoma Obidima. McKenna Ann Strayer. Okay. That's fine. Luke David Dollenhouse. Emma Marie Ellerbrock. Allison Paige Coates. Carmelita McGowan Martin. Logan Keith Hamilton. Florence M. Hayes. Lauren M. Gronsky. Joan Marie Hallett. Alexander Lee Collins. Samuel Lindsay Moon. Connor Allen Osborne. Logan Matthew Newman. Grady Adam Cadle. Nathan J. Fosick. Alexander Thomas Barchi. Daniel Thomas Capsar. Samantha Lynn Sater. Megan Catherine Merrick. Madison Marguerite McGarry. Aldo Reyes Gomez. Connor James Brumagan. Megan Alexis Bramagan. Victoria K. Robbins. Paige Marie Freeworth. Pierre Cortez Tanner. Alina J. Kmeyer. Dylan R. Golf.
Savannah Nicole Wyrick. Allison Sandra Kovich. Mackenzie Morgan Ortman. Juliana Petrak. Zachary Wells Gaskin. Zach's diploma is being presented to him by his father, Brady Gaskins, academic advisor and planner, Schmidhorst College of Business. Hope Mackenzie Chafin. Megan Craney. Emily Simmons. Danielle Cerizo Carisco. Hannah Rose Best. Reagan Alexandra Emberton. Ryan Timothy Whiteman. Frances Ann Kraus. Aiden Clark Smith. Zachary Soppy. Sarah Ali Muhammad. Quen Heen Chev Lee. Isabella Marie Smith. Nathaniel James Rothman. Christopher Ogiyama Agarapi Jr. Dustin Larry Briggs. Savannah Nicole Cox. Heather N. Parcell. David Wayne Cook III. Justin Lauren Miller. Samantha Nicole Sendrell. Catherine Smith. Sydney Nicole Joseph. Madeline Elizabeth Lamb. Janai Abriella Paulette. Olivia Jean Peterson. Lily Chatia Lee Mack. Charmaine Nicole Sparks. Abhishek Rathi. Matthews Bijou Elias. Samantha Ann Williams. Gavin Cage Vogt. Kelly Elizabeth Goducky. Storm R. Lutz. Marley Lynn McCartney. Jamie Anderson. Erica Ann Orand. Allison O'Mara. Emily Nicole Rickett. Lauren Page King. Bria Nicole Jennings. Emily Catherine Ortman. Hillary Anderson. Hillary's diploma is being presented to her by her husband, Eric Anderson, Assistant Professor, School of Inclusive Teacher Education. Jamie Marie Hines. Madeline June Carpenter Boyd. Kirsten Grace Riley. Alec Jeffrey Uderbach. Caitlin Jolie Swifert. Catherine Judith Barati. Victoria Lynn Santiago. Sunita Arul Chetri. Natalie Ray Dignati. Pemfero Masangambi. Abdullah Bashiru. Jacqueline Marie LaFountain. Jeffrey John Wagner. Caden Sneed. Hannah Lynn Grusa. Miranda Diane Wams. Madeline Elizabeth Wimmer. Kelsey Jordan Wickman. Carrie Nicole Tishannon. Lisa Nicole Taylor. Scott Harold. Morgan Lynn McCracken. Lillian Grace Keckler. Stephanie Darlene Hastings. Kiman Yin Brown, Ryan Logan Griesmer, Stephen Jeffrey Louie, Jordan Noel Evans Tibbetts, Nicole Ann Wild, Charles C. Cash, Brittany Pepke, Sydney Elizabeth Beal, Erin Suzanne McElroy, Catherine Joyce Jenkins, Renata Kapur Kurtz, Renata's diploma being presented to her by her father, Andrew Kurtz, Associate Professor, Humanities Department, BGSU, Firelands. Allison Ray Scott, Blessing Ngozi Iwinyo, Agavenwer Sarah Enemutor, Derek Kiriyamo Mumbo, Kira Janae Williams Davis, Lydia Pauline Ellinger, Lydia's diploma being presented to her by her father, John Ellinger, Chief Information Officer. Caitlin Marie Tellis, Caitlin Rachel Belden, Mia Faith Johnson, Mackenzie Catherine Quarter, Lindsay Ann Kolanowski, Caitlin Marie Romanowski, Edgar Taylor Carlson, Richard F. Jurgens, Courtney Megan McHugh, Chelsea Ann Gear, Sandy Hasib Kareem, Grace Marie Wadsworth, Sydney Elise Jackson, Sheradine Rose Clark, Chloe Neve Beckett, Lily A. Collins, Stephanie Marie Dequa, Masa Porma Hamadi, Harold Eugene Hayes III, Robert John Siebert III, Nathan W. Kester, Sierra Raylyn Cooler, Kelly E. Case, Brett Douglas Benson, Joel Elliott Logan, Francis Reed Knuth, Demetria T. Porter Graham, Naveen Kumar Banda, Warsha Gaikwad, Sri Harisha Mati, Samuel Kwalabina Awatowi, Arzu Bada Throkawi, Aisha Mandendar. And this concludes the recognition of the doctoral and master's candidates. So,
Thank you, Dean Eskandarian. Before I call upon our deans to present our undergraduate candidates, I would like to recognize those students who have excelled in their academic endeavors and are graduating with academic distinction and honors. This is indeed a great achievement for these graduates and their families. Bowling Green State University congratulates you for your commitment and for your success. And so I recognize the following students. There are 114 students receiving degrees with Latin honors this commencement at Bowling Green. To graduate cum laude, a student must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5. With those graduating with the distinction of cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have a grade point average of at least 3.75. With those graduating with the distinction of magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And finally, to graduate with the distinction of summa cum laude requires a 3.9 grade point average. With those graduating with the distinction of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Bowling Green is proud to recognize graduates who complete their entire collegiate academic experience with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. A select group of 15 students have received this honor and are wearing a special medallion and an orange graduation cap in recognition of this award. With those graduating with the distinction of the President's Award, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Simon Morgan Russell, to share a few comments.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. I am pleased to recognize the outstanding achievement of our students who have been honored through Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and who are in the Honors College. Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi are each one of the world's leading academic honors societies. Only about 10% of higher education institutions in the world have Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi chapters, and Bowling Green State University is proud to be one such institution. In addition, we have 8 students from our Honors College who are graduating this weekend. The University Honors Program was established in 1978, and it was designated as the Honors College in 2013. This community of scholars completes designated coursework and an honors project, which includes independent research. These students must maintain a 3.5 grade point average or higher in all of their coursework. They are wearing the honors medallion, a symbol of their academic success. Would our Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and Honors College candidates please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
Before we present the candidates for undergraduate degrees, I asked our graduates to think of your journey at BGSU, from your acceptance to your last final exam or project. As a student, you've experienced much during your time here. Earlier, President Rogers mentioned BGSU is ranked the number one university in Ohio for the student experience by the Wall Street Journal. You've embraced all BG has to offer, and you have made it your own. What does the student experience look like at BG? Exactly. Let's watch. BGSU was founded in 1910 as a normal school, focusing on teaching and education. More than 114 years later, we have significantly grown to 9 academic colleges. To honor where we began, we represent our undergraduate candidates by the order in which our colleges were formed. I now call upon Dean Don Chenu to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Education and Human Development.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. Good morning. My name is Dawn Chenu, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, founded in 1914. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education and Human Development, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Kylie Ann Roberts. Lova Sophie Fitzgerald. Ashton Taylor Byers. Emily Biggie. Savannah Grace Cast. Dominic Frank Code. Megan Molly. Anton Benjamin Geiger. Trey Michael Segura. Kaylee C. Andrus, cum laude. Logan Brown. Nolan Matthew Schaefer, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Samuel H. Hughes, cum laude. Kendra Harrelson. Sean Guy Joseph Valentino. Ashley Marie Molnar. Abby Marie Klotz, magna cum laude. Paige Marie Krill. Emily Elizabeth Berry. Sydney Claire Trevino. Declan Pedrig Costello. Logan Anthony Meshersky. Herabito Alvarez Jr. Benjamin Robert Vassell. Alexandra J. Schultz. Angelina F. Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Kyla Bellamy. Laura Resendez. Lydia Reynolds, cum laude. Annabella Elizabeth Riesteser. Ari Gupta, cum laude. This concludes the recognition of the candidates of the bachelor's candidates in the College of Education and Human Development.
Good morning. I'm Ellen Schindel, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, which was founded in 1929. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences, I'm pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Alexis Ann Boyer. McKenna Flores, magna cum laude. Blake O. Pierce. Laura Marie Few. Molly O'Day Benson. Jenna Filas. William Matthew Smith, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Bryson Hunley. Caitlin Hope Elkins, magna cum laude. Hannah Lee Grossmar. Justin Michael Hupp, magna cum laude. Zane Spencer Hardison. Destiny Autumn Garn. Sierra Karanin Catania. Ryan Jeffrey Turner. Sarah Michelle Stanger. Ashley Morgan Chisnell. Margaret Reddick, magna cum laude, University Honors. Marisol Juliana Mello. Nicholas James Walker. Brett G. Veek. Mackenzie Lynn Grove, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Emily Elizabeth Zenda, magna cum laude. Kirsten Jade Marshall, cum laude. Trinity Marie Fields. Noah Isaiah Miller. Riley Elizabeth Satterfield, cum laude. Saram Garamella. Isabel Barnt, cum laude. Emma Grace Davis. Natasha Eve Lewandowski. Kyrie Tyrell Parker. Star Dreamer Mackey. Ethan Joseph Komisky. Kaylee R. Mercer, cum laude, University Honors. Riley A. Kibler, magna cum laude, University Honors. Alan Soleil Kripal, summa cum laude. Carson Michael Miller. Sean Anthony Reams. Jordan Xavier Romney. Madison Klaus. Adrian E. Murphy. Jessica Frazick. Ethan Xavier Border. Omar Alejandro Emilio Lucero. Nathan Allen Clark, cum laude. Alec DeCoven Dolan, magna cum laude. Shelby N. Brooks. Tommy McHale Panison. Ruth Helen Matthews. Alexis Renea Brunn. Lindsay Ann Orianis. Deviana Gilliam. Michaela Brianne Hammett. Carissa Ray Zerbel. Carissa's diploma is being presented to her by her father, Craig Zerbel, professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. She is also graduating summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Dorian M. Walton. Summer Suzanne Schmidtling. Kobe Michael Ritchie. Justin Wayne Meyer. David Pascali. William Oxler Rippey. William's diploma is being presented to him by his father, Theodore Rippey, Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences. Jacqueline Claudette Passano. Brianna Michelle Provenzano. Elena Lords Tidmore Valenzuela. Kelsey Williams. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Jennifer Percival, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the Alan W. and Carol M. Schmidthorst College of Business, founded in 1935. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the Schmidthorst College of Business, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Mary Elizabeth Nolly. Brian Austin Thebes. Jesse Andrew Rose. Nicholas D. Notch, cum laude. Vincent Reese Fioriti. Jackson S. Richardson. Gabriel Asso Aguila. Ian Thomas Thanasu, cum laude. Aaliyah Samantha Baker. Selena Destiny Ruth Hernandez. Selena's diploma is being presented to her by her mother, Amy Hernandez, Senior Zone Building Supervisor. Noah Bradley Kiefer. Carson Thomas Sager. Adam Joseph Tiven. Joseph William Butchko, summa cum laude. Hope Isabella Swartz. Cole Murphy Bellinger. Maya Joe Evans. Lauren Mackenzie McIver. Samantha Elizabeth Rogers. Lindsay Nicole LaPinta, summa cum laude, University Honors. Nicholas Todd Wilson. Nathaniel I. Custer, magna cum laude. Rocco Justin Hicks. Sheldon Chow, cum laude. Lauren Sopko. Morgan L. Fancher. Zachary Brian Huggins, cum laude. Madeline Karis Downey. Audrey Anna Lutz. Vincent Anthony Morales. Zachary Robert Stein. Jaden Douglas Donald. Cameron Matthew Anderson. Again, Cameron Matthew Anderson. Margaret Northcutt. Elizabeth Jane Otney. Rajesh Wael Al-Qasim. James Theodore Passion. Melissa Rose Martin. Blake Cannon Montaigne. Corey Allen Spittler. Seth Michael Campbell. Seth's diploma is being presented to him by his father, Mike Campbell, BGSU Director of Public Safety and Chief of Police. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the Schmidhorst College of Business.
Good morning. I'm Jim Ciesla, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, founded in 1973. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Riley J. Hull, summa cum laude. Lauren Arlene Oakley. Danielle Elizabeth Mitchell, cum laude. Grace M. Gamble, magna cum laude. Brennan M. Gray Duval. Nicole Danielle Bowden. Zachariah James. Sarah Marie Hofer. Shayna Lee Dahl, summa cum laude. Bianca Ann Reams, cum laude. Madison Marie Satterfield. Carson D. Wall, cum laude. Hunter Cole Deersman. Celeste Lynn Weinmiller. Macy Kathleen Costco, cum laude. Caitlin Luzier, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Amira Wilcox. Molly Ann Whetstone, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Piper Grace Nelson, magna cum laude. Alyssa Mae Sorrell. Emma Sky Jones, magna cum laude. Brianna Lynn Gillum. Madison L. Smith, cum laude. Madison Angel Lee, summa cum laude. Natalie Lynn Ellis. Kaylee Melland. Emily Elizabeth Wishart. Morgan Elizabeth Farrow. Alexandra Lynn Stefanik. Hannah Marie Sue Turpening. Lauren Elizabeth Miller. Parker Miley Smith. Carter Allen Fry, cum laude. Daynaka Cruz. Kirsten G. Grenis. Rylan Renee Salagis, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Ryan M. Brady, cum laude. Stacia Michelle Atkins. Michaela Isabel Diaz. Shelley Ann Currents. Rachel Sue Nichols. Madison Kyla Pelletier. Sydney Catherine McLean. Sydney Marie Green. Nina Frances Kurzweil. Francesca Marie Amato. Andrew Francis Warner. Justin L. Butler, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Rebecca Lynn Folta. Rachel Marie Sturmack. Emma Grace Paget. Bria Bumgarner. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the College of Health and Human Services.
Good morning. I am Bill Mathis and am proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Musical Arts, founded in 1975. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Musical Arts, I am pleased and honored to present this candidate and recommend her for the degree.
Elizabeth Emma Matheson, summa cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidate for the College of Musical Arts.
Good morning. My name is Wael Mukhtar. I'm proud to serve as the Dean of College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering. President Roger and members of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to present the faculty of the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering, and I'm pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for the degrees.
Tommy J. Dillinger, summa cum laude. Dana Rose, summa cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. Alexander Michael Strunk. Peyton Charles Hilling, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Ethan Michael Spence. Dominic John Hughes. Bennett Joseph Roberts. Joshua Richard Thompson. Samuel Brennan Roach. Owen Schlegel. Robert Lee Curry III. David Austin Cox. Jeremy Andrew Giesken. Jewett Lewis Richardson, Jr. Malachi Keith Freedom Rhodes, cum laude. Andrew Timothy Brown. Cody A. Gilbert, magna cum laude. Kevin Duke. Devin Paige Marshall, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Vale, summa cum laude. Joshua Ann Aaron Min Boink. Duncan Pizik Scott, cum laude. Dawn Elizabeth Peterson. Lindsay Ann Roach. Sadao Sao. Dion Edward Conyer. Shard Cortez Cargill. Olivia Grace Stahl. Michael C. Sanders II, magna cum laude. John Thomas Casey, magna cum laude. Autumn Lynn Spears. Nevaeh Tiara Haygood, cum laude. Jamal Amari Brown. Tina Markison. Carolyn M. Lohr. Travis Michael Saurin, cum laude. Chelsea Gwendolyn Lee. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering.
Good morning. I'm Aaliyah Carter, and I'm the Dean of the Firelands College, which was established in 1965. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty at Firelands, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates, and I recommend them for degrees.
Thank you. Lauren Genevieve Green. Preston T. Watson. Kenneth Cruz Williams. Garrett Gower. Isaac Pastor Panetta. Michaela Faye Mira. Brianna Elizabeth Norris. Hannah Marie Brooke Reish. Elise McKenna Payne. Justin Todd Greenlease. Zoe N. Baker. Amber Jessica Stewart. Aaron Terrell Bullock. Malachi Keith Freedom Rhodes. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's and associate's candidates for Firelands College.
Thank you, Dean Carter. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Trustee Hooker, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you. On behalf of their faculty, advisors, and deans, I hereby recommend that their degrees be conferred upon them as indicated in the official program.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead, excuse me. On the recommendation of the faculty, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as trustee of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree as listed in the official program with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Doctoral and master's degree graduates, congratulations. Baccalaureate and associate degree graduates, this is the appropriate moment for the symbolic change of the tassel from right to left. To our newest alumni, let me be the first to welcome you to one of the most valuable perks, a supportive network of more than 200,000 alumni around the world. I hope all of you have had the experience that will empower you to tell the BG story as you begin your next journey. Welcome to the Alumni Association of Bowling Green State University. We hope to see you back on campus soon. Our 2024 homecoming is this September 26th to 29. And now, for the first time as alumni of Bowling Green State University, please stand and join in the singing of the alma mater performed by members of the men's chorus. The words may be found on page 23 of your program and on the screen behind me. Hello? Oh, excuse me. Alumni, please be seated. President Rogers will now make final remarks.
After the President's closing remarks, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated for the recessional while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and our newest alumni recess.
So thank you, Trustee Hooker. And I'm going off script, but I just want to make sure we thank all of the individuals that helped prepare for this ceremony, all of our grounds, operations folks, our faculty, our staff. We have a beautiful campus. Would you give them a shout out, please? Please, thank you. They were up really early this morning wiping off these seats from the rain last night, and it is indeed a beautiful day. So graduates, today is your day. It's the pinnacle of your academic journey here at Bowling Green. And you should absolutely be proud of all of your accomplishments and certainly the challenges that you have overcome to achieve this success. And of course, you know this next journey you are prepared for, this next journey, you will have more success and you will also have more challenges. That is part of life. That is part of the human condition. That is the history of humankind. In 170 AD, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "There is no impeding our intentions. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. And you are absolutely prepared to find that way forward with curiosity to learn, boldness to take action, and kindness, always moving forward. And so as we close our 310th commencement exercise, please remember that Bowling Green will always be one of your homes. And I ask that each of you will be forever welcomed. You know you will be welcomed here as a member of the Falcon family. And I ask you to stay engaged. Stay engaged with your classmates and with this university, a university that you have enriched, a university that is far better because you chose to study here. You know, on these occasions, I'm reminded of a quote from Ralph McDonald, which was Bowling Green's 4th president. It's inscribed on the stonework of the Bowen-Thompson Student Union. You'll see it when you walk in to get Starbucks. We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. We are forever linked to this institution by these invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. You see, your success is our success, and the success that we have at this university is your success. We are forever linked to this institution. And so as I look out to each of you, our newest alumni, I see the next generation of thought leaders, of risk takers, of visionaries, and I hope big dreamers. You are graduates of a public university ready to create public good by making a difference in your career, in your family, in your alma mater, in your community, in your nation, and in the world. That is what you do and are capable of doing. That is what we do. That is who we are. You are entering the next chapter of your life. And this next chapter is yours to write. We cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. It will be nothing less than extraordinary. Ziggy Zumba. Congratulations.